Morning guys. The purpose of this video, it's car wash 101. We're not using any expensive products. It's middle of the road, turtle wax, soap, not even a microfiber cleaning rag, just from your local hardware store, a cleaning mitt. And like I said, the purpose of this video is not to give you the grade A detailed wash job. It's to show you how fast washing a vehicle can be. And my biggest pet peeve is people saying, oh, I got to go to the car wash because I don't have time to wash my own vehicle. Well, that actually takes more time when you think about it. 15 minutes to drive there, maybe 45 minutes waiting in line, 15 minutes to get back home, and you're spending over 50 bucks for a car wash, a touchless car wash. This is going to be less than 30 minutes. You're doing it yourself, getting your own exercise and your own satisfaction instead of paying someone. Anyway, so I've already sprayed, to save time, I've already sprayed the vehicle off, sprayed the wheels off the vehicle, and like I said, this is going to be a fast job. I'm going to show you the most efficient way to do it and the most efficient way of not harming the clear coat on your car. Now this is my mom's 14-year-old Acura. As you can see, it has a pretty good wax job on it because I wax it for her when I come here 2 to 4 times a year. I usually just throw some wax on it. Holds up just nicely. Still got the beaded water. That's the main thing you want to protect your car's clear coat. Make your paint last long. Like I said, 14-year-old Acura. Not too bad. Alright, let's get started. So what we're going to do first is start from the top, work our way down, because the dirt flows downward. Obviously the wheels are the dirtiest, the top of the car is the cleanest. So I'm not pressing hard at all. Nice and light. Basically, it's like when you're waxing a car, one section at a time. So you know where you started, and you know where to end. Usually I just work my way around the vehicle. Like I said, we're not doing the wheels. They're the dirtiest. We're saving that for last. That way the dirt in the bucket, we're not rubbing that onto the paint as we're washing. Our goal is to keep this water as clean as possible. Just to tell you a little bit about some products, when I've been washing cars since I was 14, I'm 49 now, and back when I was a kid, Turtle Wax was mainly the main company of wax, still around to this day, as you know. And now you have some, expensive Carnauba waxes and paste that can cost over 50 bucks. I won't mention any names, but my son, which has his first car now, and the one filming this video, calls me up, hey Dad, got my first car, what kind of wax do you use? I go, just start out with some Turtle Wax, a liquid wax. That's all you need. Because you're waxing it like once every 2 months. What I like to do, they have waxes that say that they last up to a year. I don't really buy into that. It's kind of like, you can oil that lasts a year in your vehicle. You don't want to do that. You'll blow your engine. That's my opinion anyways. So be very affordable. You don't really have to buy in to all those expensive cleaning products. I think Turtle Wax. Personally, I use P&S where I live. It's what I've been using for over 20 years. I like it. It's affordable. it does a great job. That's what I use on my truck. We did my truck earlier this morning. Basically, we're doing 2 vehicles in under an hour. And that truck's not small. Okay. So now we've covered the whole painted surface of the vehicle quite nicely. Now we're gonna hose that off so that the soap doesn't stick to the, you know, spot up or anything. I don't like using a jet so much. You know, maybe for the wheels to get the brake dust off, but I don't really like using the jet for, you know, the paint. It's nice and soft. Nothing abrasive. You know, if you buy your vehicle new, and you do this on your own, you'll avoid all those, you know, those swirl marks from taking it to a car wash. You know, all these car washes that say touchless, well, that's a crock of shit. There's nothing that's touchless. They're using abrasive product on your vehicle's clear coat. Okay, we've got all the soap off on the paint. So now what we want to do, this is a good cleaning sponge that I bought my mom, just a wash mitt. So I really don't want to get that involved on the, you know, there's a lot of brake dust, you know, especially on older brakes, create more brake dust than the new brakes. So the mitt that I use on the paint part, you know, I don't want to use that on this. I'm going to use an older sponge that I have, you know, separated for tires. You know, at my own house I have towels for tires, towels for paint, etc., etc. Kind of like a, you know, your grade A's you use for wax, you know, your grade D's you use for your tires. You get the point. So done with that. You use a brush in this for the dirty stuff. Now once again, this is going to be the dirtiest part of the job. I'm done with the paint. I don't need to use this water that will be full of particles on the paint anymore. So usually I take just a brush, give a nice little brush around the tire, get that dirt off, maybe loosen up some of this stuff for my sponge. You know, I'm not pressing hard. I'm not going to put any scratches on these wheels. Nice and light. I'm going to take my soft sponge, get in there so you can see the dirt on this. This is the last thing I want to do is use this on the paint. Here we go. Look at that. Much better than any place you're going to pay 50 bucks that you bring it to. One of the things you can look at when someone does pay to have their car washed, and this kind of job they do, is they typically ignore the wheels. And they come back still dirty. It's kind of like, you know, if you have a bad dentist and they clean only your top teeth and not your bottom. Good job, get the whole view. Okay, off to the other side. last tire. Like I said, you know, it doesn't take long at all. And the self-satisfaction of doing it yourself. Okay, we're pretty much done with the bucket. We'll get to cleaning that up last. Main focus is the vehicle. Oh. There we go. Preferably these, not the most ideal hose, but like I said, this is my mom's equipment. Look at that, get the wheels clean. Kind of rinse this off. I'm looking if I missed any spots. And it's real easy to tell because it's been raining here. Today's the first sunny day. So you can really tell if you missed a spot or not. Okay. And there you have it. Now while that's, you know, settling out, I might as well gonna clean my mom's equipment here, rinse it out. And what I like to do, you know, we're not gonna just throw this down the drain. We'll water some plants with the leftover water. A lot of people say like, oh, washing your car, you're wasting water, we're in a drought. Well, I've measured that before, and one, taking a shower or a load of laundry can actually use more water than washing a vehicle. So now, like I said, you can buy into, there's a lot of great microfiber cleaning drying towels. Like I said, we don't have that luxury. So we have some nice soft bath towels, some older ones. So once again, I've used these on my truck. So they're still damp, but this is the effective way of how to do it. So we're gonna take the wettest one and we're gonna start with the windows. One thing I try to remember too is, you know, ideally if you have some sun hitting on your vehicle, like the sun's on this side, so we're gonna pay more attention to this side. So now once I got the windows wiped down, we'll get back to them. I'm gonna wipe off the excess water from the top. Once again, I'm not pressing hard at all. Gonna get all this excess water off. And once again, I'm also not touching the wheels yet at all. I'm leaving the wheels for last because the wheels are the dirtiest and I don't want to get a dirty rag on the part of the vehicle that I want to keep dirt away from. So I don't want to put little scratches in the clear coat. Dirty towel. Paint. Okay. This up. This one's pretty much used. Okay, now that we got the majority of the water off, once again, I know I need to get to the wheels, but I don't want this to spot. And I did manage to find a couple microfiber towels that I use to wax my mom's car when I am here to clean the inside with. So let's use these and we'll get the window. You want a nice clean glass, especially for your older mother, so she can see. That looks good. Looks real good. Clean windows. Like I said, this is important, the windows. And me personally, I don't like using any cleaning products like Windex. I just think a damp towel works perfectly for, it's a little bit damp for the glass. Doesn't leave a residue. No streaks. Perfect. Okay, I'm just looking for any wet spots, especially where the sun hits, so it doesn't spot. And typically, if you keep a good wax job, like I said, I use PNS, but a simple turtle wax, use it every 2 to 3 months. You don't have to use it every car wash that I do. I'm a little bit weird that way. But it also helps with water spots as well. I can feel the wax still on this clear coat, protecting the vehicle, doing its job. Not pressing hard. Looks like I got everything. Now I'm going to take my towel that I'm not going to use on the paint anymore, and I'm going to make sure I dry these wheels. Actually, let's start on this side where the sun's been hitting, like I said, and make sure it's no spots or streaks. And you can see how nice and clean these came. I don't need any of those fancy wheel degreasing sprays. I'm just using the brush and a nice soft sponge and getting all that brake dust off. This is a part when you look at someone's vehicle where their laziness shows, and a part that they usually typically avoid and miss and don't get, and it doesn't really complete the task. Like I said, this is Car Wash 101. We're not doing a waxing video afterwards. We're not using, I use different microfiber drying rags, and we're just using some bath towels to do the job, basically. Which, in a pinch, if that's all you have, it's better than nothing. Like I said, people will say, well, it's supposed to rain in 2 days. I'm not going to wash my vehicle. It's going to rain. Well, like I said, since I was able to drive, I wash my vehicle, once a week, rain or shine. It's the dirt, the road grime, the dust that continuously builds up. That's what oxidizes your vehicle and is evasive to your clear coat, which protects your paint. So anyways, there's the finished product. It probably took us less than 30 minutes on this vehicle. It's 14 years old, not too bad. And we're done. Once again, Car Cleaning 101.